All you need is maybe a small pillow or even a rolled up small towel would work, all right? So you do not have to have a fancy Pilates ball to do this class. And really, you don't need anything. You can do it all without it. But it'd just be more fun to have it, right? Okay, so in my classes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to progress you through your exercises. So for instance, I will start with a very modified version of the exercise, and I will progressively build that exercise. If you have any injuries or wherever you are, you'll be able to stop whenever you need to based on what you need today, all right? So anybody can take this class and do a great job. Okay, so we're going to warm up. So I'm barefoot, notice. I want you barefoot or in sock feet or fine as long as it's safe. I want you working your feet muscles, your ankles, your calves. All those muscles are going to impact the rest of the body. We're going to start with our ball in our hands, and we're going to do what's called Pilates V. It's only fist distance apart in your big toes, and your heels are going to be together, all right? You're going to zip through those inner thighs and really engage through the core and lift tall through your spine. All right, here we go. Take a deep breath in like you're sniffing a flower. Fill up your rib cage. Now exhale through pierced lips like you're blowing out some birthday candles. When you exhale, scoop those belly button muscles in. The core, the entire core is going to work. All right, here we go. Inhale, lift onto those toes, press the ball out. Exhale, pull it back in. And reach and inhale. Exhale, come back in. Inhale, think about growing as tall as possible and come back down. Warming up the entire body is so important. And come back down. Now let's reach it overhead. Reach, inhale. Exhale, come back down in front of you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. You should feel your glutes and your inner thighs starting to work as you lift onto the balls of the feet and as you come down. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to turn our feet to what's called parallels, just straight ahead underneath our sits bones, what we sit on. All right, you're going to reach your arms overhead and press your feet through the floor as you side bend away. Inhaling here. Exhale, pull yourself back up. Inhale, over. Exhale, pull back up to the top. Again, inhale. And exhale, sit tall to the sky. And again. Now let's add some rotation. Keeping the hips forward, you're going to rotate your ribs and come back to that center. And keep the breath even and consistent. Nice job, you guys. Now rotate one more time each side and return. You're already feeling those obliques work. And rotate and return. Nicely done. Now we're going to step to the side of our mat and turn and face our mat. We're going to do some roll downs. I'm going to start with what's a hinge down, which is safe for all spines, okay? So soften your knees and just hinge and reach forward. Go as far as you can and come back up. One more time doing this modified hinge down. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, come back in. Now, if you don't have anything in your spine that's going on, you can dive down and flex forward. And again, roll it back up, relaxing your arms all the way to the end, lift them up. Inhale, exhale, imagine you're diving over a ball and come back up, lengthen tall. One more time. We're going to stay down this time. Awesome job. Now we're going to come down onto our back. So just go ahead and come down and lay on your back. We're going to place the ball right in between our shins, our calf area, okay? And put your feet flat on the floor. Now, I want you to lift your entire foot and just put your heels down, press into the heels, and then your big toe knuckle, little toe knuckle, and then your toes. Make sure all 3 points on both feet are touching and squeezing that ball. We're going to lift our pelvis up, rolling or hinging to the chest, and then roll back down. So you want to keep your shoulder blades on the mat, all right? And again, lift it up. And come back down. Now you want to engage the glutes, peeling your spine up if it's safe for you to peel. If you've got anything that prevents that, just hinge it up. And lift. You're going to start to feel the back of the legs warming. And again, we have 2 more. Try to relax your upper body. All right, this is your last one. We're going to stay in the air this time. Hold it with that hip open. All right, we're going to lift and not popped out like this. You don't want a big rib bump, all right? Lift, lower. Now you should start to feel those inner thighs kicking in. And lift. 2 more. And 2. And 1. Keep the heels lifted, and we're gonna lower a little and lift a little. So it's like a slow motion pulse. Right at the bottom of those glutes, top of the hamstring, and drop, and lift. Do you feel it? I do. I love to feel the glutes working, right? And lift, and 1 more. Hold it there. Lower the heels down for me, and lower the spine all the way down. Now take that ball and place it behind your left knee, if you're mirroring me. And you're going to take a deep breath in, pressing through your left foot as you lift to a single leg press up. For 2, down. We're taking our time, driving up through that left hip, and back down. That's it. And exhale as you drive it up. Inhale as you lower down. We've got 5 more. 10 on each side. 5, and down. Breath consistent, and down. Now there's a joke that Pilates teachers cannot count. So if I do too many, just go with it, you guys. And lift. And lower. Now 1 more. And lift. Hold it here. We're going to do that single leg press. You're going to pulse in for 10. And 9. 8. You're kind of squeezing and pulsing and pausing at the top. 5. And 4. 3. 2, feel it burn, and 1. Let's lower that pelvis all the way back down. Take that ball, switch to the other leg. Okay, we're going to squeeze that ball behind the thigh. Here we go, drive it up in the other leg. For 10, slow, full range. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now, I'm a loud Pilates breather. So you guys, you're at home. Nobody can hear you. Practice that good, deep Pilates breath. Use that diaphragm. And lower, that's it. And press it, 5 more. Down, 4 more. Relax that collarbone. Think of width across your chest. And down, let's stay up there this time. Hold it up in the air. And squeeze and press. Press. And 8, 7. You guys are doing awesome. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1. And lower it down with control. Awesome. Let's take that ball. You're going to hold it in your hands. And you're going to take a deep breath in. And exhale. Engage your core. Also known as an imprint. That's a fancy word for drawing the rib and the pelvis towards one another. So they're moving in. Now lift one leg up, and then the other, and keep that flatness. All right, you're going to lift your arms to the side of your thigh, and then reach it to the other side. Okay, we're going to add the legs. You're going to stretch your opposite leg, and come back to the center. Now, this is a safe exercise for everybody to do. Now, if you've got a healthy spine, you can lift your chest here and alternate. I'm going to pick up the pace a bit once you have it. Exhale. Now, what you're trying not to do if your chest is up is let your shoulder blades touch. Now, there may be the bottom tip will brush the floor, but you don't want to collapse in the middle. Using those obliques. Warming up the body. 4. And 3. Shoulders out of those ears, right? 2. And last 1. Hold it here. Extend your leg at top. And now reach the ball towards the foot. Try to push the ball with your fingertips into a part of your leg. It doesn't have to be your foot if your head is down. And you're going to go 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Push into it. So I'm using my abs, not my leg to push. Now switch. And 3, 2. Exhaling the whole time. Again, and 3, 2. You're going to inhale as you switch. Right here. And 3, 2, 1. Inhale, switch. 3, lift your pelvis, put your ball underneath your pelvis. All right, so right above your tailbone is basically that flat spot we call the sacrum. Now, make sure you're not like this over the ball on the back bend. Connect your core, and then lift your legs again. You're gonna feel those lower core muscles here. So we're gonna do toe taps. Down for 2, reaching our heel or foot, and back up. Exhale, so really exhale, inhale. You wanna feel that core activating as you slowly lower and come back up. That's it. Exhale the whole time, relaxing that neck. And lift. One more single. Now we're going to do doubles. Right here. Opening the front of the hips without losing your core. And bring it back up. Exhale. Notice the shape of my knee doesn't change. So I'm not bending my knee more or less as I reach for the floor. The movement comes from here. And up. 2 more. Exhale. Lots of lower abdominal work. You'll feel your pelvic floor kick in for sure. Okay, now last one. All right, we're going to shoot our legs to the sky. We're going to turn out to our Pilates V, slight external rotation. So toes apart, heels together. All right, so you're going to lower the legs out to the side and then flex and pull them back in. Point open. You're going to feel your inner thighs. Flex and pull it back in. And open. And exhale, pull it back in. This is safe for everybody. But if you have tight hamstrings, you can always soften your knees a little, okay? And open. And pull it back in. Now we're going to add on to this. You're going to open, circle down without losing your core. No arching the back. And come back up. Exhale. Your legs will start to burn. Inhale. Exhale. These are called leg circles in Pilates. Inhale. Exhale. Those inner thighs should be kicking in. Lift. And lower. Pointing those toes if you can. One more this direction. And lift. Lots of abs. Now reverse it. Exhaling here. Inhale when it becomes kind of easier. Right? And 4 more of those. Yes, all the way on those inner thighs. I am burning. And the lower abs. One more time. And hold it here. Very good, you guys. Put your feet down. We're going to take that ball and place it back in between our ankles. All right? And then you're going to turn and lay on your side, facing the camera first. And you're going to lay down on your arm here, or you can lay on a pillow, or you can bend your elbow. Either's fine, okay? Now, take your hand and make sure there's space right here in your waist. Keep your spine lengthened. Don't let it drop into the floor. Now, we're going to extend our legs slightly in front. You're going to take a deep breath in and lift the legs slightly off the floor. Squeeze, squeeze. We've got an emphasis on the glutes and the inner thighs today for sure. I hope you feel them. Now, check that space. Make sure your spine is still lengthened out. Hips are stable. Squeezing that ball. That's it, everybody. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to lift your legs up higher and lower. Don't relax, just come up and down. Really squeezing the ball as much as you can. You can put your hand down and let it help you push as long as the spine isn't dropping in the center. Lift. And you'll start to feel those glutes on the side kick in and lower. Now we're going to point our feet and keep going. And again, 3. And down. And 2. With Pilates, these small movements are so challenging when you do them. Okay, now we're going to turn our feet out into external rotation. Lift your legs back up and squeeze. Squeeze. So now we're getting a different part of those inner thighs. You got more than one of them, right? More than one muscle. long spine. Keep your neck relaxed. Sometimes people try to lift their head, but you're trying to relax that neck for me, okay? It's a habit. We use our neck too much. And 4, 3, 2. Now lift and lower those legs. It's up. Still externally rotated. Down. That's it. Exhale. You should feel those inner thighs burning. That's it, you guys. You got it. 4 more. 4. And down. And 3. And down. Last 2. Oh, yeah. And last 1. All right, we're going to turn to our feet are parallel again, and we're going to prop onto our elbow, okay? When you do this, I tell my people all the time, when you're sitting here, you don't want to look like you're on the beach just reading a book, okay? You got to be engaging the core and spine, okay? Then we're going to keep that engagement through here and rock back onto our bum. You don't want to be on the hip bone right here. And you're going to pull it up right here and down, okay? Your hand can be in salute. It's up for 2 and lengthen for 2. I'm using my bottom hand a little, but not a lot, all right? And lift. And lower, that's it. 4 more. And 4. And reach. 3. And 2. Remember your exhale on the hard part's going to help you. Now we're going to straighten our legs. Oh yes we are. And reach. Now you're trying not to bend your spine. You're trying to just lift straight to the side like a V-sit. And lower. That's it. 6 more. 6. And lower. Now 8 total is a lot in Pilates when you're doing it real well, right? 4 more. Your inner thighs. Yikes. Remember, I can't count. I think we have 2 more. And last 1. And now we're going to take the ball in front of us. We're going to take a break from the ball for a second. And you're going to do some side plank work. All right, elbow is underneath your armpit. Knees are going to move back. Now when you lift, first let's start with a baby lift. Just lift your rib cage. See how my neck and my nose, everything's in a line? You don't want to be like that. Again, no sagging in the spine. Nice length everywhere. This is fine for me if you want to stay here. Now, next steps to lift the waist. If you lift the waist, push your pelvis forward so you're not like this, okay? Push it open. All right, now, next step is to stack the feet and lift fully. All right, that's a choice you make, which one you want to do today. We're going to lift our top leg and lower. Lift. You're trying not to rotate in the waist. That's a big deal, you guys. Also, injury prevention. Strengthen those ankles and hips. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to come down, put our hand down. And then you're going to scissor your feet for some lateral flexion, some side bending, and lift it up. I'm going to start small for everybody's spine. You're just going to lift a little, lower. Now this is safe for the majority of spines, okay? Everybody else, if you want to make it bigger, you can. Over, reach, over. Keep the neck long, shoulders out of the ears. And 2, are you smiling? Are you breathing? Hold it. All right, now we're going to come to the middle. Go ahead and rotate. We're in a plank. I want you to tap your knees down and hold it there with controlled core. Now we're going to start to lift and lower our knees, but you can choose to hold it. Here we go. It's up. Squeeze everything. Lift. And scoop the abs. Squeeze the tushy. The legs are squeezing. Everything. 4. And 3. Soft elbows. 2. And 1. Now sit back into downward dog. Take your feet as wide as your shoulders. Okay, stretch the backs of your legs. If you have tight hamstrings, bend your knees. I want your back flat. We're going to reach for our opposite foot. You're going to reach, touch it if you can, come back. Again, other side. Reach, touch, come back. Again. work so much of your body. And reach. Again, safe for every spine. And 2. Last one. All right, we're going to walk ourselves down into our Pilates push-up, which is just a tricep push-up. All right, so right here, you're going to come down, touch your body with your elbows, and push it back up. So it's not going to be huge. Drop. You can always come to your knees and keep moving. Just don't give up, you guys. It's only a 45-minute class. And press. We got 2 more. Last one. We're going to lay all the way on our stomach. Lay all the way down. Okay, that ball's going to go on your hands. So we're going to place the wrist on the ball, okay? So your wrist of both hands on the ball. And then this is what I want. Drop your shoulders into your back pockets. Lift your sternum and neck. So you don't want your chin doing this, but length, okay? Push into the ball and start to lift a little. Lower down. So we're not going to lift really high yet. Your legs stay down. When you lift your chest, lift your belly button too. Don't just let your low back hang out on the floor. Drop it down. Feet are wide so that your spine has space to move. Good job. 2 more. It should feel good. This is the opposite of sitting. You're doing extension of the spine. When we sit all day, we flex, right? This is going to help prevent all that. Okay, now hold this. Lift yourself into a modified lift. Now lift the legs. You're going to flutter your legs. Deep breaths. All right, you can stay here or you can lift your arms. Now you're going to bend and tap your head. Elbows are wide. Press it back out. Now I'm not moving anything in my spine. It's my arms and legs moving. Reach it back out. And in. Fingertips are trying to reach away from the toes. And in. And 4. And pull in. You should feel your mid back. And 3. And pull in. And 2. And in. Last one. And come all the way down. All right, we're going to move the ball to our feet. So put them in between your heels and stretch your legs out and turn your legs out to extra rotation. So knees point out, feet point out. And you should already feel your glutes turn on when you're holding the ball there. Now we're just going to lift our legs up a little, not much. So flex your feet and put your toes down and lift your knees, then lift your feet. Sometimes that helps people engage their glutes more. All right, now squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that ball. Lots of glutes, right? Keep squeezing. Okay, now you're going to lift your hands and your wrists, but not your elbows. You should feel that mid back. Keep squeezing that ball. All right, now we're going to reach our left arm out. Left, now right. Like an airplane taking off, let's put your arms look back. Reach, come in. Reach, come in. That's it. And in. One more single, and you know we're taking it to a double. Okay, now hold the ball squeeze, no pulsing. Reach those arms out. And back down. Elbows are always lower than the hands. Reach. And pull it in. 2 more. And 2. Pull it in. Last one. And in. All right, relax. Woo, working it out. Okay, now we're going to go to heel squeeze. Open those knees wide. Bring the ball as close to your sits bones as you can. And your fingertips are going to come to your forehead. All right, you're going to squeeze and lift and lower. Belly button is tight. You're not lifted too high off the floor with your chest. Now, why is it so hard to work all your back muscles? Because we don't do it every day, right? And lift. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, hands below your shoulders. We're doing more push-ups in this position with your legs. So squeeze the ball, scoop your belly button in. yourself up. It's a tricep push-up. Knees are staying down with the ball squeeze. You're lowering for 2, all the way down, lift. If your shoulder has something going on, you can do a baby push-up. And lift. Draw the shoulders out of the ears. Back of the neck is long. Drop. Lift. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Yeah. All right. Nice job. We're going to sit back into a shell pose for rounded. If you want to round, if you have something in your spine that prevents flexion, you're going to do a regular child's pose, which is just lengthening the spine out, okay? All right. We're going to the other leg finally. The ball goes back in between your legs. It's called parallel first. You're going to lay on your arm, and then the waist is going to lengthen up. So I call it a mouse house space underneath you. It doesn't have to be huge, right? Just stable. All right, we're going to lift our legs and just squeeze the ball. It's squeeze, squeeze. Exhaling, inhaling. Now, this is a good time to feel your belly button pulling in as you exhale. So you can put your hand here, and as you inhale, you'll feel an expansion around the waist. And as you exhale, you're going to feel a tightening around the waist. That's good breathing, right? If you feel it in your neck, that's something to practice. 2, now hold the ball squeeze, lower the legs, lift, lower. Now that lower leg inner thigh is going to work a little bit harder for sure because it's lifting more. Up. Now I check my waist because it's easy to drop it. It makes it easier on the legs. Feeling the pelvis is still. Feels so good to move, you guys. And 2. And last one, hold it. Now we're going to turn out to our external rotation and squeeze the ball again. It's squeeze, squeeze. Burn those inner thighs out. That's what you came for, right? You have 8, 7, 6. You got it, you're there. 2, hold it, lift and lower those legs. It's 10. And 9, I know. 8. Y'all are doing so good. If you need a break, take one, but don't give up. Come back and keep going. All right, I don't know a number. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Come back to parallel, and we're going to do that prop up on the arm, all right? So you're going to bring that arm forward, and remember we're going to engage, not disengage. So hold it here, rock back to the on the tush, not on the hip bone. All right, and then the hand and sit still loop. We're going to come up and bend our knees. Chest comes towards the thighs. Come down. Exhale. Inhale. So you can tap. We're keeping our spine long. We're not flexing a lot. Or you can extend your legs fully. Your choice. Lots of decisions to make, right? And lower down. Now, remember, we're using this arm, but not dependent on the arm. Inhale. And lift. Are you sweating? I'm sweating. 4 more. 10 of each. And 3. 2. And last one. So now we're doing our straight leg lifts. Reach the arm. We're coming up and down. Up and down. 8 more. If your legs start to shake, that's normal. All right? So stabilize your muscles saying, I'm awake. 5 more. And 4. 3. 2. And last one. You did it. All right. Take that ball away. We're doing our side plank work. So we're starting this with underside lifting. So knees are behind you slightly or back more than they were. Elbows under your armpit, lift. So you're already engaging. This is good. This is a pre-side plank workout. Now if you want more, lift your hip and push your pelvis forward. Long line here, okay? Reach your arm. If you still want more, feet are stacked and you're gonna lift. Okay, those feet, you want them on the side of the feet. Try not to roll them out or in, and you're gonna lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you're almost there, 2, yes, we did it. Now come all the way down. Come on that hand, scissor the feet, top leg in front. We're gonna lift to that full. You can stay on your forearm, you do not have to come to the hand. That's an option. So we're gonna lift into a side bend and come down. Exhale. Now if that's where you need to stay, you are. Everyone else can make that bigger motion. No pressure, right? And lift. 5 more, you guys. 4, 3, breathe out, exhale. Last one. Oh, we're turning it to that plank. Feels so good to move. All right, now, widen your feet. We're gonna take our right arm out in front of us and down. Now left arm reach and down. You can come to your knees. I just don't want to see rotation. What I want is the obliques working hard. And if you rotate it, no longer makes the obliques work hard. Exhale. Good, we have 4, 3, 2, inner thighs are still burning, right? 1, push back to your downward dog. Okay, we're gonna do what I call a handstand push-up, but it's like a downward dog push-up, so it makes those upper back muscles so strong. Lift your heels, bend your knees a little. Now you're gonna go down on an angle. Your fingers are slightly into each other, pointing in, elbows out to the side. It's down, 2, slowly up 2. Exhale, inhale, and drop, and lift. Love these. Belly button's pulling into the spine, and lift. 3 more, down, and up. 2 more. Makes that back strong and beautiful. 1 more. And come down again. Shell pose is round, child pose is length. Okay? People with osteoporosis or a spinal condition don't need to flex a lot. The flexion is dangerous. Okay, let's come up. Okay, what we're gonna do is a lot of glutes now, back glute. You're gonna take the ball, place it behind your knee. I'm doing my right leg first. So we're gonna be on all 4s with 1 elbow down. Okay, my elbow is turning in slightly, and then this hand is there for stability. You're gonna square your pelvis, lift your leg, flex your foot a lot, okay? It's down, keep squeezing that ball. Down and lift, that's it. Inhale, exhale, drop, lift, and up, and drop. Now I'm drawing my core in still, I'm not sinking through my low back. Now if you start to feel your back do this little number like an arch, your leg is probably lifting too high, and you need to shorten that range until you can control the back stability. Now hold it here. Little pulses. 10 squeeze. 9 and squeeze. That's it. 6, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Now we're going to make a big circle with our knee, up and around. And exhale. The top phase of the circle is going to be the hardest. So try not to speed the top phase. Make it a challenge. We got 10 each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now reverse those circles. 10, 9. Did you know that a lot of injuries in people's knees and feet and low back come from weak glutes? That's why I work them a lot. So we're going to have strong glutes, and it's called prehabbing the body, right? Before we get injured. 3, 2, last 1. All right, now we're going to go ahead and lift it out to the side. Out and in. Out, in. That's it. 7 and 6. 5. Only 4 more. That's nothing. 4, 3, 2. Now take the ball away. We're not done with this side. Just move the ball. We're going to extend that leg back behind us. You're going to lift it up, drop it behind the other leg, and back up and down. Up, drop it behind the other leg, up and down. Now, my waist, I'm not moving my waist a lot. My hips aren't shifting side to side. Working on stability here. Dynamic and stable at the same time. Up, back, up, and down. Last 2, up, drop back, really stretch that foot away from the hip. And last 1, and hold it here. Now lift and squeeze, up and squeeze. Only 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back, lean towards that glute you just worked, and then reach your hands away to stretch that side. All right, come up onto the other side. Ball shifts to the other leg, and I'm going to turn and face the other side so you can see me better. You don't have to do that. Okay, we're going to come down that opposite elbow, turned in, hands here. Square that pelvis and lift. We're really flexing our foot and drawing the heel into the glute a lot. And drop. Up and down. 5, 4, and 3, 2, hold it up there. Now, really squeezing the heel towards the glute. Act like you're trying to pop that ball, right? 7, 6, and 3, 2. Big circles right here, up and around and down. Just ignore this direction. Feel that navel pulling in. Really working through the shoulder blades to stay stable there, not move around. Head is lifted, not dropped, right? 4, and 3, 2. All right, reverse it, 10 the other direction. Feels so good to keep moving, right? Only 5 more, everybody. You can do it. You are doing awesome out there. 4. Last 1. Okay, now we're going straight out to the side. It's 10, and 9, and 8. I can just imagine what a great job you are doing. I know you're burning, but man, think of the results. Think of what will change, the pain that will go away in your body. Think of how much better you'll move. 3, and 2, and 1. Now take that ball away and reach that leg long. Stretch it out away from you. Here it is, up and down and up. And exhale, really tighten that glute. I had my shoulder starting to hike into my ear. Drop that shoulder away. I'm reminding myself as I remind you. And 4. changes the exercise a little. 5 and 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it there and pulse. 9, 8, squeeze, 7, 6. I know your arms even get tired, don't they? 3, 2, and last one. Put that knee down and sit back. Walk your hands away from that glute work as you lean into it. Love that. All right, we're gonna open up our hips here. I'm gonna turn and face you to do this one. You're gonna take your foot forward and open that hip up. And what I want you to do is put your hand on that bent knee hip and just kind of like push it open. And then reach the arm up and open. So what we're doing is getting more mobility through this hip and into the oblique and lat. Breathe into this side of the diaphragm. Inhale. Yes, okay, now we're gonna sit back a little bit and you're gonna pull your tailbone under you, drop your chin down, and you're gonna feel a deeper stretch in a muscle called the TFL. It attaches to the IT band. You gotta really pull the tailbone under. All right, and release it. Let's switch to the other side. The first set, you're leaning forward, feeling little quads, little inner thighs. Take your hand, press that hip that way as you side bend over. Start to deeply breathe into that side of the diaphragm. Your diaphragm is big. It looks like a big onion. It attaches to the bottom 6 ribs. It's a very important core muscle. It's got to work hard. Come up. Doesn't that feel great? Let's come back. Curl your tailbone under, dropping your tailbone towards your face as you drop your chin. You'll just feel it right through here. And then down and even into the knee possibly. And that's normal. It's not a scary thing. Don't be afraid. All right, now we're going to end the way we started. So take your ball and stand for me. All right, we're going to do our Pilates V feet and our calf raises. So you're going to lift, lower, inhale, heels stay together, down. So you're neutral, so meaning you want your shoulder under your ear, your rib under your shoulder, hip under there, knee. You're trying to stack your body like building blocks. So you don't want to be here or here, right? Now reach the ball overhead. Lift, 2, and 1. Now we're going to turn our feet to parallel. All right, reach the ball up, connect the core, side bend over as you press your feet through the floor, and exhale, come back up. Inhale over, exhale, engage. 1 more each side. Remember that breath is going to help you use your abs more. Now rotate. Exhale, grow taller as you turn. Keep your hips straight ahead, turn back to the center. Inhale, taller. Back to the center. 1 more each side. Inhale. And exhale. Back to the center. All right, now we're going to turn and face the side. Put the ball down. We're going to do a few of our roll downs to our Pilates push-ups, because just with Pilates, he ended his classes a lot like this. So you know we got to do what JP does sometimes, right? Inhale. And exhale, roll or swan dive is fine, whatever's best for you. Now you're going to walk out for 4, 3, 2, you should be there. Now we're going to go down for 3 by 1. So it's 3, 2, 1, push up. We're doing that 2 more times. 3, 2, 1, press. 3, 2, 1, press. Now we're going to walk in. 4, 3, 2, you should be there. Roll up for 4, relaxing your neck. 2, and you're up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fan those arms away. Interlace your fingers and open that chest. Drop your ear away from you as you do this. You can kind of massage through that neck. And lift the head and go to the other side. And massage. and come back up and release those hands. Oh, YMCA Greater Birmingham, you guys did great, or whoever joined us today. Thank you for being here. We are so glad you were here. If you missed the workout, don't forget we have a virtual library. This class is going right into that virtual library, and so you can just check it out whenever. It's going to be on the Facebook page for a day or two, so you don't have to do it today. You can do it 5 more times, right? So you guys keep moving. Remember, that's going to improve your emotional, physical state. And isn't that what the Y's about? We're about your mind, body, and your spirit, right? All right. Bye, everyone. Okay. I think, oh, did I start it again?